Don't move, friend. We don't mean no harm. Just a little conversation over a plate of your beans. Now that's agreeable, ain't it?
I don't have much choice.
Now don't talk like that. Could be worse. We could be jumpers or the like. Even killers. But we ain't. Pratt here's an ex-farm boy, and me, I'm a part Cajun boy longing for his New Orleans. You live around here?
Just passing through.
That's our good fortune, huh, Pratt?
It's our lucky day.
You ever seen that?
You looking for him?
I'm still asking the questions, friend. Take another look.
No, I never did.
You sure, boy?
Look, I told you I never saw him before. What do you want me to do, put it in writing?
You want to know something? I'll believe you.
Johnny Yuma was a rebel. He roamed through the West. Did Johnny Yuma the rebel? He wandered alone. Johnny Yuma.
Why is the gentleman eating? We should learn to be more considerate.
Well, that's all right, Colonel. We done eat all his beans. Ain't none left for him.
You must forgive my companions. We've been on what you might call a Spartan diet these past few months.
Guess those are just the fortunes of peace.
Give him back his gun.
Oh, I was aiming to do that right soon, Colonel. Now it doesn't matter whether he has one or not.
Why don't you go, boy? I'll give you that consideration since you were one of us. Gather your things and ride out. We have no fight with you.
Oh!
Hold it, Pratt. Private Cass, he asked for a little sport.
You better teach your fleet-filled dog a few new tricks.
You mount up and ride out.
Colonel, he's a good man. I think we ought to take him back to headquarters. I know we'll find some use for him.
Perhaps you'll accompany us, soldier. The horses, Pratt.
Yes, sir.
Take him. He's our guest, not a prisoner.
Sure, Colonel. Now, what'll it be? Come on, guest. Come on, inside.
Beans.
Not much, is it? But then you got a real liking for beans. Don't you?
You better watch your temper, boy. We'll cut you up for a couple of meals if we have to.
The boys are just having a little innocent josh with you. You better let them get away with it.
Sure, soldier. We got plans for you.
Yeah? Maybe I can ride down a few old ladies for you. You run into some kids, I can help you take their candy away from them.
You know, I admire you, Rep. I really do. You got uncommon spunk.
Maybe so, but he ain't got enough food to suit me, I guarantee.
Yeah. I'm just about empty, too. Sit down. Now, you ain't gonna argue with us again, are you? Pratt, how about you and me going out and finding something, huh?
Be careful.
I'm always careful, you know that. Now, I know you can handle our guest, Colonel, but I just don't want him to be no bother. Come on. You know, Pratt, this is gonna be our lucky day.
Don't make this any more unpleasant than it already is. Sit down.
Is that an order, Colonel?
Suit yourself. It'll be a while.
Some headquarters you got here, Colonel.
Don't look down on me, ever. It's not much, but up here I have something I wouldn't have anywhere else. I'm still a man up here, and I'm still a colonel. I have to be satisfied with it.
You can live your lie if you want, Colonel. Me, I don't have to be satisfied to die here.
You're a soldier. I'll give you a soldier's word. You won't die here.
Hey, Arthur, come in here.
Hey, Cass, you didn't say nothing to the Colonel about coming into town.
Just you never mind. There's a lot I ain't told the Colonel. Now, tell me, Pratt, what do we need most, huh?
I get it. We come for victuals. I guess we need that more than anything else.
What buys victuals?
Yankee money buy just about anything.
Sure it does. Well, about a month ago, I strategized me a plan.
Afraid the best I can offer you is some of your own beans. How about it?
Well, there's one thing I can say. This is the first time I've ever been waited on by a colonel.
Rebel colonels aren't really very much in demand lately. Funny. 4 years at West Point, 23 years in the field. I'm serving beans.
And maraud against civilians.
But not kill them. My gun hasn't been shot since the war.
And your friends, how about them?
Still command my men.
All two of them? Tell me something, Colonel. Just who are you kidding with? One flag, two scavengers, and a few sandbags.
We've survived, haven't we?
What are you doing here anyway?
My last command was to take this area and hold it.
And the Yankees come through?
They did. We retired until they withdrew, and now we're back. What's left of us?
Retired? You mean you hid?
It was a necessary stratagem.
What about the folks down there? Why haven't they smoked you out?
What do we cost them? Except a little food. They could come up after us, but some of them would get killed. As long as we stay away from the town, they tolerate us.
Colonel, your last command was rescinded at Appomattox.
Let me tell you something. My world ended at Appomattox. The last vestige of a way of life. A life of dignity and culture. I don't want to go back to anything less. I don't want to see the ruins of it. So, better this than no world at all. Hey, Cass, how are we going to get to the bank without being seen?
We're not.
Hey, I thought we was going to make a little call on the bank, eh?
Now, look, there are a lot of different ways of making money, but the bank is too tricky. Take a look at that house across the street. You see it?
Yeah.
Now, it's just like money in the bank. Now, all you have to do is hold a gun. All right?
We got taters. We got apples.
There's
we
one
got
look at the
chicken.
screen.
Look at the
I mean,
real.
my hand.
We got real.
Just leave it. I want to show them the big surprise. Oh, look at this. What do you think of that, huh? Now you lay your hands off of her.
This is the way a colonel fights when there isn't any war?
Cass, you've gone too far.
Me too far? You got me wrong, Colonel. I haven't gone far enough yet.
Ah, boy, you drop it empty now. Just lay it down. That's it. Lay it down there. That's right. Lay it down. Now.
She's mighty pretty, ain't she? All over. You know, a fancy sprout like her's like a work of art. Soft and pretty. She's just about the best put-together woman I ever did see. You know, a work of art is valuable sometimes. And a banker's daughter is real valuable.
Hey, Cass, reckon we can get a couple of thousand for her?
Maybe more, Pratt, who knows? What do you think, boy, huh? Here, take a look. That should be worth at least 5,000, seems to me. She got spared, too. You're two of a kind. That's gonna work out just fine.
What are you gonna do? Just sit there? Aren't you gonna do anything about it?
Him? He never done anything but eat and sleep since the war was over. You got the wrong impression. Maybe I ought to help you clear it up. Tell him what you're gonna do, Colonel.
What's done is done. What can I do now?
Well, if you can remember how, you can start acting like a man.
Colonel, you just abdicated your throne. Long live the new colonel. And he's just about to give his first orders. Now, I figure we got about $5,000 coming. Sort of stay alive, pay for the banker's kin.
Is that right? What do you want me to do about it?
Well, here's where you come into our planning. You see, Pratt and I had to leave town in kind of a hurry. Now, we can't ride back in there and get the money. We was lucky to get in and out then. So you're gonna call on the banker. He's probably expecting you.
What if I don't come back? Maybe I'm like the colonel. Maybe I'll just save my own skin.
I don't think so. You see, I've been looking for someone like you for weeks. You got principle, boy. You got spunk. But you're smart in the bargain. No, I'm not gonna wait very long. If it turns out she's not as valuable as I think she is, I may not be responsible on how I show my disappointment. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Now, we're gonna hold your gun, and your holster better be empty when you come back. Pratt, take a trinket from her to show the banker that we got his work of art.
Heaven help her. How much do they want?
5,000.
I'll pay.
Don't pay.
What else can I do?
There's just 3 of them up there. Any good-sized posse could get them on the first volley.
And if they miss one, then what happens to my daughter? Do I get a chance to buy her back the second time?
She could be worse than dead right now. I know what they are.
Do you hate them so much that you're willing to gamble my daughter's life for revenge?
No, I guess not.
They'll get what's coming to them sooner or later. Someone will catch up to them someday when they don't have a hostage. But right now, I'll pay.
Just give me 1,000.
They asked for 5.
Let them look forward to it.
Come on. I want you to promise me one thing.
You name it.
I've lost my wife. Keep my girl alive.
Yes, sir.
I can remember the day you could down a whole bottle in one sitting.
I remember the day when we could celebrate an honest victory. When we fought men. Like men.
Yeah, what'd we get out of it? Nothing. 3 years and nothing. Before that, what did Cash Yorkin have? Son of a Cajun mother, a no-account father. Born in the gutters of New Orleans. Waiting on Southern gentlemen like you. Well, I'm gonna go to New Orleans and I'm gonna be waited on. And I'm gonna have the best food and the best clothes and the best women. She's gonna be the ticket. Take me back.
Can I get you something, ma'am? No, ma'am.
If you ain't gonna drink this, I can make good use of this bottle. Hey, Pratt, go on outside and keep a look for that boy.
Oh, Cass, I don't want to go out there by myself.
Go on out there and take your bottle with you.
When the time comes, are you going to get the privilege of rank, Colonel?
Hey, look who's back.
Did you get it?
Oh, look at the vultures. All 3 of them.
This ain't no 5,000, nowhere near it.
It's all he had. He'll get more. Supposed to go back tomorrow night.
He bargains with me. I got his daughter and he bargains. But there's nothing says that I gotta return her like I got her now, is there, huh?
Hey! I say there is, otherwise I don't go back.
You say nothing, you just shut that smart mouth. Tie him up.
Come here, boy. I'll put a bull on you.
It'd almost be worth $5,000 to shoot you dead. But I might just get both of you, won't I? Get him out of here.
Come on. Come on.
I'm gonna tie up this little old unbranded calf.
Boy, come on. Let's go, boy.
Colonel, you and I are gonna go outside. I'm gonna do some thinking.
Want a drink, boy?
Get it,
You're in there, Yuma. Show yourself.
I'll kill a girl.
Drop that gun, Cass.
Cass!
Are you all right, Colonel?
I'm all right compared to what I feel inside.
Been a nightmare for her.
You're both young. You know how much youth can endure. Heart can forget. She'll forget. Shall we be about our own business?
I'm not gonna do it. Call it a life for a life, the payment of a debt, anything you want. I'm not gonna turn you in.
I have some debts of my own to pay. You said I was living a lie. I don't intend to do that anymore. I think it's time we sounded down the flag.
Johnny Yuma was a rebel. He roamed through the West. Johnny Yuma, the rebel, he wandered alone. He got fighting mad, this rebel lad. He packed no stars, he wandered far where the only law was a hook and a draw. The rebel, Johnny Yuma, Johnny Yuma was a rebel. He roamed through the West. Did Johnny Yuma, the rebel, he wandered alone. He searched the land, this restless lad. He was panther quick and leather tough. If he figured that he had been pushed enough, the rebel, Johnny Yuma,